What's up? What's up? I just got off work. I just got to the park and I've been sitting in my car just having a conversation, out just talking out loud. I haven't ordered a phone stand for this yet, but that's gonna work. And eventually I'll probably invest into like an actual microphone, one that can hook up to the phone or a camera. But just got off work. First day at the new location. I've been getting more comfortable and confident in some of the systems, um, just SOPs that are set up. But I was sitting down here, I was talking with myself, and then I thought about how I do these videos for myself, but I just am trying to transition and broaden that into doing these also for YouTube. That's where, because I want to use each platform in a different way. Same way, but like visually different. Um, Still blending, but this is like these videos long form. I want to have something that people can relate to. I want to have something that I feel like I'm just meant to get certain things out that I can get out through videos. And I think it's important. Just representation is important, in all aspects for everyone. And not just, there the two ways of that is people either resonating because they relate to you or resonating you or just being inspired by you. Like just representation is so important. There's only one of you, but people can resonate with you in a million ways that go beyond physical or any of that. As much as those are a part of it, for sure. What is homie doing? What are you doing? I don't know. But there's a yellow butterfly. Um, I'm trying to think what else to say. The main thing that even guided me to pressing record was me talking aloud, just conversating on what is this homie doing? What the fuck are y'all doing? Oh, I don't want to cuss on this. I'm not gonna take that out. Or I might bleep it or something because I think if you cuss, you can't get monetized or just something. I want anybody to watch this and cut. I don't feel like cussing are really positive words anyway. Um, but I didn't know what homie was doing. So the thing that got to me this is thinking about the way certain things have planned out that I've been planning and trying to get to for years, and now that they're finally planning out and actually in action, and being a part of the process now, like actually action wise, not just as part of the process of planning, but actually getting into it and just thinking about how it's not how I've been planning, but I still am thankful and just the core part of processing. I know I've repeated so much right now. We only 4 minutes in, but it feels like I just stuttered over the same thing for a minute. Basically, I had this grand envision for getting to this place, how it would look like, how it looked or felt, or how I was internally driving it towards feeling, and how, damn it, I just cussed, and I just want to explain this. Eventually, I'll learn how to like chop the videos for all this. Is just, you don't even know all the struggles I got to just getting this sentence structured in the way that I want to sentence it. But basically, had these grand envisions and thought I don't want to make any decisions until I can make that decision for that vision and that. And instead, now it's how it's actually played out is, and it's actually planned and played out because the planning still went into it, just not how it looked. It just, how like transferable skills? Well, it's like you plan to have this, but everything, the work that was done to plan it like that is still transferable into the end vision and result of what was planned. You know what I mean? Um, but the way it's planned out is having that grand vision, it's still there, but it's being felt and transitioned through everything else that will eventually get to that point. So, and how the core of it that I felt was important for me to say, and I'm so sorry for how I struggled to get to the point of saying it. But the purpose of me putting this out, I felt, came from it is so much better to walk, get tennis shoes. Like, this is the metaphor I can feel like I can make this clear in. It's way better. This is it. This is going to hit. It's so much better to get a pair of shoes, walk to where you need to go, get a scooter, learn to ride to where you need to go, get a skateboard, learn how to ride to where you need to go. Then you get a bicycle, then you learn how to ride, and then you get a car, and you can go so far. You know what I mean? But like, that's better than not getting the shoes and not walking, not getting the skateboard or scooter, not getting the bicycle, not getting the car because you can't get the car. You know what I mean? Like, not getting all the things leading up to the car just because you're so dead set on wanting the car. And I was stuck in that for so many years of planning. I'm gonna flip this, bro, just so you can understand what I'm looking at, bro. Like, I don't even care if they see it. They all on one, even the little one. Oh, she said fuck it. She wasn't feeling it. Ain't no way. Okay. See, what the fuck are these people doing? When you hear me talking about what the fuck are these people doing? See, I'm cussing. When you hear me talk about, see, I always got that shit on every day. Every day I got this shit on. But yeah, when I'm talking about what the fuck are these people doing, see, I need to replace that word with a better word. I'm gonna figure it out. That word just hits. It's so much better to get all of those things on the way to it, because everything you learn, all the places you can go, you just grow more than just staying so stuck on this vision of what you'll get to anyway. Like, you will get to that anyway. Why not get all the things leading up to it? You know what I mean? Like, don't stay stuck in a room just because you don't have a house yet. You know, like, I don't know if that last part, I don't know if that was the best metaphor or whatever, but that was the core of what I wanted to say. So that was it. From here on out, like, this video is either gonna get cut because I started rambling on either about my personal life or just started rambling. But now I have to try to think, because like, if I do put this out on YouTube, like, who knows how many people are gonna see this? And that's what I like. Like, that fuels me. It gets me anxious. There's definitely that, like, anxious, like, not nervous, anxious parts of it that are like, damn, you watch all these other people who have done things like this, and you watch them and you be able to experience them and resonate with them in the ways that you do. And me thinking about other people doing that towards me in these videos, like, that's crazy to me. But I don't want to neglect or not amplify my purpose and my passion and things I just feel like are for other people. Like, I should stop being so selfish about it, because it is selfish. Like, as much as there is these other emotions, it is selfish to not share myself with the world because of how much, like, because when you are light, and I'm not trying, this is not my ego, this is not me, like, this is me speaking to other people, it's just me feeling like this is what I'm meant to say. When you are a light, it is your purpose to help, like, get out there. Like, you're not, if you are a light to the world, you are not meant to stick yourself in a dark room with no one in it just because it can be intimidating because when you are in that room, everyone sees you. Or like when you are in that room, you are seen. So it's not even just this part about like, oh, everyone sees you, but it's just part of like this internal part outward towards like, you know, I don't know, but yeah, I don't want to cut it, but like even when I do these videos for myself, like I have to take those moments of like just processing for a moment and just stopping for a moment at times. Like that's the thing. Like I go so much faster on my creativity and just my growth in general when I approach and go through things with this mindset of it's just for me. So as much as it's just for it is, I'm putting this out there for other people. I'm putting this out there, but like when it comes to like designing things, when it comes to even like when I first started these videos, I've only made like one other video, and I've made other videos talking about the brand and the work in the brand, but not like for the brand or like putting out there through the brand to amplify the brand and what it is, and my passion behind it, my love within it, for it, of it. You know what I mean? Like, because when I think like that, when I pause and think for these moments, it's easier to do that when I think, okay, well, I haven't put this out yet. Like, this is just for me right now. I can, you know what I mean? But just also thinking that to get through it and make it and do it, and then switch to the other part of, but it's for other people, so get it out. It's already there, get it out. It's not about like the whole, like, that's what helps. I don't ever want to do something scripted anyway. You know what I mean? Like, right now, this is the way that I've learned to do this right now. Um, and I don't think, I think a lot of people that I like and look at don't do things scripted, or at least they make the script. And you can tell because everything comes through more authentic. It doesn't, they're not speaking to the other person or to the camera as if like, ooh, he hit his tire. I know that hurt. Um, like you're not talking to anything or anybody like you just did research on it. Like you're talking with more passion, more confidence above else. You talk with more passion, more confidence, and that authenticity really shines through. Hey, bro, I just wanna just so you can kind of see. I would flip it, but I don't think you can do that. And I'm on front camera, so I know I should have probably put it to back camera because it gets better quality. But I also, a part of me even, oh shit, see, I need to stop cussing. Um, is to inspire more people to like not wait until you get a camera set up. Fuck that. See, homeboy styling right now. Oh yeah, he checking his tire. Look, I checked that tire too. I told you he hit that shit. I told you he hit that shit. That's the thing out here, man. These potholes will get you. I hit my front one, and it was the first time I ever had a tire like go flat. But anyway, doing these, I'm ordering I'm ordering the one tripod for the car. It's like I think like $30. So it's just something I could have ordered a long time ago, but habits and late, I guess in general, like just putting it off. I haven't got it yet, but I'm ordering it soon. But I do these videos because I'm getting more excited about it. One, which is awesome. I've never put myself out into the world like this. Not even when I'm around other people. Like it takes, the thing about this that I feel like there's two hard parts, is you can get more comfortable, but it's also like I feel like at times people could connect to you through your videos but not realize that they're not going to get that same version of you right away in person, because this is talking to myself essentially. Like I know it's going out into the world, but I'm talking to myself. That's why I'm saying like that part of like this isn't out there yet though. So right now this is just talking to myself, and then choosing if it goes out there, and then all of a sudden then I've decided after I've already made it that's going out to the world. Um, but I just think that and this is just, I guess, my expectation or assumption about it, because obviously I don't know yet, but I'm still human at the end of the day. Like, if you watch this and you somehow meet me outside, like, yes, this is still me, but, one, I'm human. Two, you never know what someone's going through and when you're catching them go through it. Three, I am genuinely shy at first. I say that, other people tell me different. I feel like if I meet you for the first time, I'm a little timid, I'm a little shy, I'm a little just, but like when I either get comfortable around you or when it's just me, like this is it. Like this is um but yeah. And that's the other thing that's also intimidating with like putting yourself out there, is like now all of a sudden I don't ever want to be put myself out there for like to be famous or popular. Like I think parts of me, or like little parts of me, or my ego or some trauma is like, yeah, but that'd be cool, or wooty woo. But like, one, integrity over everything, authenticity over everything. Like, I've never been one to try to fit in the crowd or be accepted, or like, fuck that. Like, see, I need to replace that word with something. Um, but if that happens, cool. But also, don't run up on me in public. Like, I think that's the one thing I think anybody, and even people who experience that, we see it. Like, we see how people treat these people who become famous, and then they stop treating them like they're human. Like, they stop minding their business about them. Like, all of a sudden, you at dinner and such celebrity is at the table. All of a sudden, everybody in the fucking room is, I don't know. Those are the parts that I don't like. Like, I want to be able to always, and I feel like that's genuinely what type of people you attract as well. How you put yourself out there, how people resonate with you is going to like set those boundaries in a sense. But people are people at the end of the day. Like, people are people. And people will test you to remain in your character, in your integrity, in your, you know, such and such. And you can do that within still setting those boundaries. You can do that within still saying shit. Um, and that's part of why I feel more comfortable saying all that now. So like it's put into the videos, so like nobody can watch this and be like, I don't know, like, and I'm friendly. Like, I don't want people also not coming up to me at some point, but I'm, you know, I'm sure this could be heard with the level of like perceived like this level of like maybe arrogance or um I don't know, flamboyant or ego or whatever, but it's genuinely like I speak about everything in a way of like, yeah, but it's gonna get that big. Like, there's no doubt. So it's, I'm always very, 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 very thankful. I express my gratitude very often. I try to remain as grounded in that as possible, and but there's also part of like you can do all that in confidence. You can do all that, and you have more of that when you're in all that. You know what I mean? You can do it more confidently when you have more gratitude and you feel more connected. Um, you know, to your faith, your team, your truest self, your higher self, whatever context you want to put that in. Um, yeah, we're going on 20 minutes. I don't know how long I want to make these videos. Like now, I feel more comfortable to do it now, but like, how many people out there are gonna hear me yap in my car for 40 minutes? Because when I've made some of these videos for myself, they've easily, people are hitting this pothole. That little Bronco can handle it, but um, I made some of these videos for myself that have gone on for like an hour. Like I straight have months of like movies on my phone of me just yapping. And this is something I wish I would have done. I've done journaling for. I just pulled out my journals the other day. There's stacks, because I used to do it monthly, but I pulled out like 3 years worth, 3.5 if you include this year, um, 3.5 years worth, And just looking back, one of the main things is just you recognize the pattern. You recognize patterns. For me, I was able to pick out a strong one that was very consistent. Um, and there's so much you get from it, but like that's was the main thing for me. Um, is you can recognize these patterns. But anyway, it's something I wish I would have also been doing videos for the length that I've been doing journaling, because I would have seen myself, and I did. So I did, but not like my old journals. Way before, like, I was doing it consistently for 3 years and a half now. Before that, yeah, I was journaling, but it wasn't consistent. Like year, you know what I mean, month to month to month to month. But if I would have been doing these way back, a lot of them I probably wouldn't even want to see. Real honest, because I still got some that are hard for me to watch at times. Because when you do them for yourself, you are more transparent through it. Now, I'm not crying in front of the fucking camera, but there's been hard times and hard moments that I think I did cry a few times. But I'm not one of those people. All right, so I don't want to say that in the wrong way. Um, I don't feel comfortable putting any videos of me crying onto the internet, like talking in this format. Like, I don't know. I just feel like that parts don't really need to be out there, and if they are, very minimal. Um, you know, I don't want to like ramble on about that because I can yap. The thing about me is I like yapping. Like, before, I'm putting this video on the YouTube because I need to put at least one video on there a month now. And at least this puts it out there, and this, it gives those things, like, I understand, like, I already connect with I already resonate and inspire and get inspired by um, some of these other clothing brand owners and just people in general that I get to watch videos through and stuff. So I'll just be pausing sometimes, you know, buffer with me. That's all. Um, I'm gonna put one video out a month at least. At least, even if it's like these. And honestly, I think if I start doing it like these and just be putting it out there, I just I'm excited and trying to amplify the anticipation off of. And I know as silly as it sounds, and I know getting positive feedback off these videos. You know what I mean? I know that's what everybody wants when they put videos out. I know you can't just go into that fully because then the negative ones will hit you and whatnot. Um, and this might be the last time I try to say this word, but fuck them. With so much love, fuck them. I might bleep those. I don't know. If you're watching this, I'll try to make this like the last time I cuss in a video. Um, no promises, but it's a continuous practice. Um, but now doing these, putting it out there, different. Because I still do them just for myself and like hopefully one day generations and whatnot. Um, but these are really therapy sessions. Like, this is something I recommend just as much as I recommend the journaling. I recommend doing these videos because when I've watched some back, I didn't realize how much I talked or cussed or whatever. I just think it's really good for reflection. You know what I mean? And it's really, really good in that like therapy sense. Like, these videos have become therapy for me. I think just because even if, and I think especially if you are more introverted or if you are more not socialized or whatever, if you're just going through moment stages, whatever, or you just need that whatever, these are important. I think these, you get therapy through this, different neurons fire, something more is progressed. I always give this metaphor of Um, when you're thinking something in your head and you say it out loud and you're like, that's not how I wanted it to sound. Like, that's not how I had it perfectly set up here. This is what this helps that. You know what I mean? It's the same as the difference between, yeah, it's easy to type, but it's, when you got to get a pen and paper, it's different. And it helps grow. Doing the harder thing helps grow more than doing the easier thing. It's easier to type. It's easier to think in your head and not say something. But don't not do that just because the alternative is this, uh, I don't know, harder thing, less convenient. Um, but yeah, we're going on 25 minutes, and I'm getting more anxious and more like, I don't know, about putting these videos out into the world. Uh, but I know the more, these are just going to help me evolve, and that's that's what we want. Um, as far as So all that aside, now that I've rambled, that's like my therapy session right there. Uh, in regards of the brand growth right now, um, and I'm always gonna say what I'm comfortable sharing, what I feel like can be shared, and just remain as personal or as, you know, haven't got a bulk T-shirt ordered yet, because when I order it like this with the design like this, it's cool, and I might start out like that for the first few, but I want to transition to as soon as possible, getting them screen painted with a very thick screen paint, kind of like, you know, oh shit, hang on, let me stop cussing. Ah, you can't even see really. Let me show you. You can. Just a really thick, and I'd even like it to not a puff print, but just a really thick, you know, because this is like directly printed, directly inked into the shirt. This is like, you know, I don't know. I can't explain everything by saying, Eventually, I'll get better at that. Through doing these videos, I'll get better at that. Um, but yeah, I'm a really private person, so putting these videos out is a I don't want to say uncomfortable thing. It's exciting, but it's also at the same time a little anxious about it. I think it's essential. I think it's things that I wish like I was saying earlier, that's the thing. I might drip, I come back to it. Like I was saying earlier about looking up to like these other clothing brand owners who are doing this content part of it, being inspired by them. It also like, see, I'll be pausing because I'll be having it, but then I'll come back to it. Look, I just got off work at the park right now. That's the other thing that's important. Go sit in some grass. Sit your ass in some grass. That's essential. Grass and sunlight. I'll be pausing, so just. This is the longest video I've done in a long time. I wish. Oh, we do have a pause button. Hang on. I got it, but I don't want to eat because I can't stand when I'm watching videos and people start chewing. Hang on. Okay. Like I was saying earlier, these other owners, founders, CEOs that I look up to, if we all, and that we all look up to, like a lot of us look up to, if we were able to see these type of videos, like these intimate, if they, and all, you know what I mean? Like they had phones on them. If they just would have popped up a phone or a video, I know not everyone is inspired to do things like this, and they're not meant to. Like they, get what they're meant to get out into the world through other ways. Cool, but if we would just been able to have like these little videos, that would have been crazy. Or like we get these little pictures of like, on their first, website on cardboard. But if we would have got videos of them putting it on there and sitting down and expressing And I guess we get little clips here and there, but we starting to do it like this. And I'll get very inspired by the ways that I've seen other founders start to do this. Like, everyone is truly getting into more of a, I don't want to say community, but like, and yeah, online community, like for sure. But I don't know, like this truly has just become beyond just more of a way to connect with other people, but connecting to yourself through getting yourself out to other people. I don't know if that makes perfect sense, but the more I just practice getting it out, the more I'll be able to practice, the more I'll be able to grow on top of and practice from what I'm getting out. But if I don't get it out, I have nothing to progress, no point to progress from. You know what I mean? Um, and that kind of follows back to what even got me to turn this on, which is saying it's better to get to little points along the way to the big point rather than not move it on until you can get to the big point. Like, you just need things to grow off of. And if you don't give yourself that, then you don't grow off often. You know, like when you see these other people that have their shit together, or you have them on this pedestal of like, you gotta realize though, like, so example, like one woman, and so it's just what came to mind for context, because I hope that a lot of people that watch this will be able to be like, yeah, like we know what you mean. Keke Palmer, like amazing, like how she is able to, just the essence she brings in the rooms. Never met her, you know, but just if you can get that through content and through a phone, then I can only imagine what you get in person. You know what I mean? And that goes for anybody that you view in this sense of being this very put together, very just their person. You know, like context. You look at her and you're like, yeah, she's like that, and then some. But you also have to think how long she's been in the media, how long she's been just put on this socializing standard beyond what any of us, I don't want to say average people, like each, you know what I mean, but you know what I mean, like more than I've experienced, more than the average person has experienced, you know, like that's why, you know what I mean. And not to say somebody who maybe hasn't experienced all of that could still get to, and then some, for sure. Like, to each their own. We all get there in our own ways, but I think that level of just experience is what helps you get there in the ways that are more sustainable and authentic and genuine, or come off like that, because you are more confident. Um, you know, and that's the thing. Like, I know I've had conversations where I'm like, I'll have a conversation with someone in person, but then I'll go think, you know, not heavy on it, but we all do it. Like, we all just process our day and stuff and think of, oh, I wish I would have said this, or like, oh, it would have been so much funnier if I said this, or oh, I thought of this joke now, man, I wish, you know what I mean, things like that. And that's how you just progress off from it, you know what I mean. And you can do that. You can progress off your own, I don't like imagination, but also like just imagination. Like, we all, I don't want to say we all, I've definitely, whether in dreams or just daydreaming, scenarios and like things I would do, and just, you know, ways I want to see things happen, or just scenarios of walking through, and just like when you're learning something, or like learning things through a job, like you learn it on the job, yes, but then you also learn it through processing what you learned through a state of not instantly having to take the, you know what I mean. Like, if that clicks, it clicks. If not, I'll be able to explain it better the more I talk about it and have points to progress off of. But we're going on 34 minutes. I'm putting these videos out there for me right now. Yes, for the brand. Yes, for other people. But I can't put it out there without the sense of also putting out there for me in the same sense of like I'll be able to expand off these, and I'm doing these so people can have something even more to connect and resonate with, because this is put into the brand. You know what I mean? Like, I had printed out this quote one time and stuck it to my wall not too long ago, of like, it was something like, an artist doesn't separate itself from the work because it's like, it's one, you know what I mean? Like, and the quote was better than that, but like that's just the point, to put it out there so I can progress off of. Otherwise, if I didn't say that, that's what would have been stuck in my head, and I would have never been able to put it out so I can get something else to how I actually, like, how the quote actually is. And I might have to actually just go and take a picture of it, but regardless, we're getting at 35 minutes. This is what I start doing in my own videos. I start saying, oh, I don't want this to drag on too long. I'm going to go ahead and hop off in 2 minutes. And I go for extra 10 minutes. But along with me saying what I just said before that, it's also saying in the sense of like, if I was thinking about making these videos for other people, I would have cut this 6 minutes ago. And then it would have missed out on certain things. You know what I mean? Because I think it's so important. And I either heard this from somewhere or I said it so long that it feels like I heard it from somewhere else, of one sentence can save you so much. You know what I mean? Like, one sentence can save you years of hard work, years of trying to figure something out, or it can amplify years worth of work. You know what I mean? Just everything. You know, so that's why I know now it's easy to like watch videos and just click off, because like I said earlier, if I'm watching a video and you start smacking your gums on some shit, I don't care how great what you're saying is, you're done. You're done. I don't want to hear that. You know what I mean? And I've probably missed out on a sentence or two that really would have inspired me, but I didn't because of one thing that aggravated me or something that I didn't like, or I was getting bored, or I was getting impatient, or whatever, you know? And that's why I think it's important too, of when they're more authentic videos, I think sometimes it is easier to listen because it feels like you're talking with someone, you know? Like, I don't know, it just feels more closer, more connected. But be respectful if you see me in public. Uh, you know, and I hope everyone that would even come to these videos or like resonate, that would already be common sense, but I know that's not so common all the time. We're all human. I've had uncommon sensed moments for sure. I'm not saying that with any, like, we're all human here. We all have moments for sure. Um, but yeah, I think I might hop off this soon. I did just, I'll say this, I want to, because I want to integrate talking about some things with the brand too, for sure. I've been doing it for so many years now, and there's so many things that are just not in here because they're just details that are from years ago that I either don't remember anymore or I don't feel, you know what I mean, to put in here. But there's been many, many trials and errors on many things, and I just ordered some stickers, and I ordered these lighter stickers to match the lighters through a manufacturer that I was working through, but they stopped making lighters. So I got the stickers now, but not the lighters, because I can't order them through them anymore. And it's been a struggle to get a different one to match the lighters, but it's cool. I didn't order a massive amount. I ordered the trial amount to, you know what I mean, and I did that because of through other times where I did order the biggest batch instead of not getting a smaller batch, seeing them in person, seeing how the color turned out on the stickers, seeing how the size worked out, and then ordering the bulk order. Believe me, within these years that I've been doing this, it has been a lot of learning about myself, recognizing smarter and stupider ways to do shit. I've done a lot of stupider ways, a lot of ways that it took me a while to learn to just slow down and lock in on one thing, um, because that's really helped. So that's what I'm doing now for the most part. Because I also think it's important to go with your inspired action a little bit, things to keep your creative juices flowing, for sure. And that's where the design parts really inspire and excite me. And when I'm able to start ordering things and I'm able to start moving, I get more excited and more inspired. But these past few months, I feel like I've been really stuck and slowed down, and just in, I don't know if it's like a rest season or just a big processing season with everything, but I just haven't been feeling. But I'm stepping back into it. I step back into it every time I'm able to start designing more again, locking on the creative aspects more, and just really sit and meditate on that excitement and the passion and those things. And that's another thing that doing these videos helps amplify and accelerate as well. And that'll increase even more once y'all start watching these and liking them and commenting, and just like, you don't even gotta comment on nothing special. You just be like, yeah, bro, get it. Like, just something, man. Even if you don't fuck with it, like, I need to stop saying that word. I need to stop cussing. Don't cuss. Um, so freaking excited. And just leaning into that, even when there's things not to be excited about. Even when there's things that balance out. You have this one big, heavy, exciting thing, but then you get hit with this one big, not exciting thing. Try to balance it out. And, when you're having less exciting things happen and you can't get to these exciting things, just not getting any lower. You know what I mean? Just trying to stay as steady as you can, until you can start and still doing the things that, even though you might not be feeling excited, those things are doing them will eventually bring that out, and just eventually get to that. I need to stop saying that's another thing. When you start doing these videos, you start recognizing, and becoming so much more intentional on how you articulate. See, those little word fillers and stuff. And I don't really like when people cut that out, because sometimes it's choppy and you can tell. But we might be going for an hour video here. But as I was saying before, if I thought about, but who's gonna watch these videos for 42 fucking minutes? See, bro, who's gonna be watching these videos for 40 something minutes? Who's gonna sit down for an hour and watch these videos? Like, okay, but one, if you're inspired and connect and resonate with the brand enough, this will just amplify off that. Or maybe if you connect and inspire and get inspired or whatever through me enough, it'll connect you to the brand. Like, either way, like, it just is. You know what I mean? Because I don't do these videos in the sense of like, I want people to connect with me. I want people to praise me. I want people to, congratulate or whatever. No, I want people to get to the brand. I want people to resonate with the brand. I want people to amplify what the brand is that I amplify through. You know what I mean? I use as a vessel, as this beautiful vessel, as well as I am myself, of amplifying good, of amplifying positivity, of amplifying, inspiration, just excitement, strength, support, faith, gratitude. Just, there's a plethora of positive words, and there's so many more ways I work on my elevator pitch. I work on all of that for sure. But a lot of it, of like, I feel like everything I've done on like Instagram, or everything I've put the brand through on media so far, and now YouTube, now this, it's clear, and to some great sense, it's very clear, and you pick up on the essence of the brand and what it is and what it feels like and what it's giving and what its mission and its purpose and all of that, and I'm working on the elevator pitch, and like, there's words I could describe, but it's also trying to move to those sentences to describe it, and just wording it, getting this essence into clear spoken word, is a practice, because I've done it really good up here at times, and I'm trying to turn on these videos. Boy, getting jiggy with it. Oh, He said, fuck it. He was out here dancing. He was. I don't know if you can see. Maybe he'll do it again. Uh, but yeah, we're going close to an hour, and I'm gonna post this as soon as I make it. I won't do that all the time, especially like if I'm traveling or if I just want longer time to process something or whatnot, or giving news about something or whatever. Like, I typically probably won't post it as soon as I make it, especially when I try to start editing and like just getting them better. But I don't know if I'm always gonna do the videos like this. I don't know how long I'll do videos like this for. I just know that right now I feel inclined to do it, and I just want to lean into that, and I want to, no matter if, when, or how many negative things or anything, just amplifying more what the brand is, like staying locked in on purpose, staying locked in on just staying focused, um, you know, and this, I need feedback. You know what I mean? Like, if you watch this, if you're this far in, honestly, thank you. But also, like, get your butt to the Instagram. If you didn't find it like that, if you just were on YouTube and you found it through YouTube or another thing, like, please go over to the Instagram, follow, like, give me some feedback, man. Just like shit. I've been doing this for like, all right, a while, and I've stayed really hidden. I haven't like done things like this to like I haven't done the TikTok yet for real. Like, I'm just like now transitioning to the season. I want this to be the year of like people start buying products. You know what I mean? Like, I've just been very comfortable remaining hidden these past few years, and I'm through with that. Like, it's time to, you know. So you know what I mean. I'm really excited for the feedback. And I have to accept to be excited for good and bad, because at least I'm doing something that's getting feedback, and I know what I'm doing it for. I know the good and the everything. Not everybody's gonna be at that place, themselves, to be even to see it, to resonate with it that way. Cool. Hopefully, this is so strong that it does it anyway. Like, you know what I mean. But I'm now ready. And I don't want to say ready. I don't know if I'm ready or not for the feedback, but I know that I need to make that step towards it, because how else am I gonna get this out there? Like, and this is how I've been doing it for myself. So this is the way I know how to do it. I don't know how to do it any other way yet. These are my points of progress that I'm giving to progress off of, and it's amplifying the brand. It's amplifying what I want to do for people, and just, I've always been big on, like, I feel like I'm a really good coach in the sense of, like, maybe not sports game, but like life. You know what I mean? I remember years ago taking a trip to Kansas City, one of my first like out of town trips, and like researching and like really, I remember being on FaceTime with, saying like, these are the notes I have on a life coach. Like, I'm gonna be a life coach. It was really getting invested into that, because that's what I felt to do. So I'm like, I'm able to do that through these videos as well, for myself as well. Like, it's such a iron sharpens iron thing of like, when but anyway, I don't think it should go more than, we're going on 50, 60 minutes here. And I don't know how to like wrap up the videos yet, or like, I'm just starting where I'm at. But I'm really excited. I'm excited to start like getting the brand out there. Stop being so comfortable, being so secretive, being so hidden, being so not, you know what I mean, about it. I want people to start seeing it. I've done a lot of the foundation work for it to be safe to be seen. Through, people are hitting this pothole, man. They stopped and everything. I would too. They're gonna hit it too. Look. Oh, they're fine. Theirs didn't click. Okay, Chevy Traverse. But yeah, so I'm comfortable doing these like these right now, and I'm sure they'll get better and progress over time. And like, if you're watching these now and continue to watch, and just like support me as a human being, and the brand is this beautiful thing. thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Uh, I hope you get a lot of good gold from it. Uh, yeah. Besides all that, I'm excited to start like I'm excited to get the first video of like the first really bulk order t-shirts. For the first ones, I'm sewing them on myself. Like I think I'm even gonna get it order. Yeah, I got a plan, but excited to show those parts of it. Excited to start putting it out there. Um, yeah, I don't want to ramble on too much because I know I probably did a lot of rambling through this. Uh, but yeah, so I think that's how I'm gonna wrap it up. Get outside. I'm gonna go sit on some grass. You should get outside, go sit on some grass or whatever. Trying to think like how what I want to leave the video with, like your last impression of the video. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe. Uh, I don't know. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna get more comfortable, more confident with it. But genuinely, like if you literally are someone who's 51 minutes in and have felt inspired or just more human or more uh, interested and inspired and whatever, like I could lay down a dictionary of resonating words. Genuinely, just thank you. Um, Eventually, the goal is to be able to, you know, be one of these cool ass content creators that are able to do this full time. You know, I think that's anyone's goal when they're making these videos like this and know they can get paid off it one day. Like, that's not why I'm doing it. If that's, you know what I mean. Like, that's not my objective here, but that's one part of it, that the part I want to get to anyway. That's part of it that comes with it, and I'm thankful for that part as well. You know what I mean? Like, that's very cool. I was watching the other videos today where it's very this thing being said of like, this is a gold mine. Like this content creation right now is a gold mine. Like, you're kind of silly if you're not doing it. So I've been silly for a while, but I'm doing it now. So, and it's gonna help me. It is always helped me, and it's helped me now. Like, knowing it's gonna be out there to people of like getting myself out there, getting the brand out there, and growing both, because they go hand in hand, and then they go hand in hand with everyone who helps support, and because they get growth from it and they help grow it. You know what I mean? So I'm very excited. I'm very thankful. I'm very anxious. I'm very, a lot into it, but I'm very thankful. I'm very excited. Very anxious. Yeah. So